Plane crash with Black Hawk helicopter explained.
How did an American Airlines plane and a Black Hawk helicopter end up in a tragic crash while the plane was attempting to land on runway 33? In the videos ahead, we'll take a closer look at the final hours leading up to the crash, the confusion between the PAT-25 VIP military helicopter and the air traffic controller, and how the rescue operation is being carried out. More details all in the video ahead. The plane had departed from Wichita Dwight D. Eisenhower National Airport.
I just like, from the first graphic, I just don't understand how the helicopter wouldn't see the plane.
In Kansas earlier that evening. A PSA Airlines aircraft, operated under American Airlines and identified as Flight AA5342, collided midair with a military Black Hawk helicopter at approximately 9 p.m. on Wednesday, January 29, 2025. The tragic incident occurred as the plane was making its final approach toward Reagan Washington National Airport in Arlington, Virginia. American Airlines confirmed that 64 people were aboard the jet, 60 passengers and 4 crew members, while 3 soldiers were aboard the military helicopter.
No, but chat, if you look at the flight path, I'm assuming this is the flight path they actually took.
Virginia.
Right? If you look at the flight path,
occurred
like, how would you not see, like, even if he's looking at a different plane, how would you not see that? How?
Final approach toward Reagan Washington National Airport in Arlington, Virginia. American Airlines confirmed that 64 people were aboard the jet, 60 passengers and 4 crew members, while 3 soldiers were aboard the military helicopter. This plane's
like, I get that you guys are saying it's pitch black, but it's a military plane with military soldiers in. I'm pretty sure they're very experienced in flying at night, chat. You're all acting like they've never flown at night before. They're pretty experienced, dude.
Radio transponders stopped transmitting about 2,400 feet, which is around 730 meters short of the runway, roughly over the middle of the river. This has marked the first major U.S. commercial crash in more than 15 years.
Like, bro, it's not Bill from down the road who bought a $1,000 helicopter and is like, yo, let's take this for a test ride. Bro, it's military people. They're experienced to fuck at night.
From an aerial perspective, it is evident that Flight AA5342 was approaching the airport from the south, descending over the scenic Potomac River. This area is known for its proximity to several iconic landmarks, such as the Pentagon, located nearby in Pentagon City. To the north, one can spot the striking dome of the United States Capitol building, a symbol of American democracy. The Potomac River, which encircles the airport and much of Arlington, serves as a natural boundary and offers breathtaking views for arriving flights. However, this area is also densely trafficked, both by air and on the ground, adding to the complexity of air traffic management in the region.
Okay, right. Hold up. Chat, I'm assuming there's a lot of conspiracies on this, right? I'm assuming there is, right? You guys are all saying training. Now answer this question. He just said that this is a very high traffic plane area. Now, someone in training, why would they go there? Why would you train in a very, very high traffic plane activity area? Train somewhere else. Train somewhere else, bro.
American Airlines Flight 5342, which we'll refer to as the landing flight, was on its final approach to runway 33. At this stage, called short final, the aircraft was mere moments from landing, flying in...
What, they need dodging training? Dodge the planes? I doubt it. I doubt they'll do that with actual real planes, bro.
Altitude of about 400 feet. This is the most critical phase of landing, where every second counts and pilots are laser focused on safely bringing the plane down. At the same time, an Army Black Hawk helicopter, identified as PAT-25, was reportedly on a possible training flight. It was flying perpendicular to the flight path of Flight 5342, following the course of the Potomac River. The Potomac River is a designated flight corridor for helicopters, and it's common to see aircraft like this operating in the area. The key difference between the two aircraft in this scenario was their operating rules. The Black Hawk helicopter, PAC-25, was flying under visual flight rules. This means it was required to rely on visual observation of its surroundings to avoid other aircraft. The landing flight 5342 was operating under instrument flight rules, which give it priority over VFR flights in controlled airspace. This system assumes that VFR aircraft will actively maintain visual separation to avoid conflicts. Moments before the collision, the air traffic control tower at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport called PAC-25 to confirm whether they had the other aircraft in sight. PAC-25 responded that they did. At first glance, this seems like an acknowledgement that they were aware of Flight 5342's presence and were taking steps to avoid it. However, it now seems likely that PAC-25 had mistakenly identified a different aircraft, possibly a departing flight from the same airport, and believed that was the other aircraft referred to by the tower. Tragically, PAC-25 may not have realized that Flight 5342 was descending directly into its path.
Oh, shit.
This misidentification could have led to the Black Hawk failing to adjust its course in time to avoid a collision. Although I'm not a pilot, this is what appears to have happened based on the available information. It's a heartbreaking incident that raises questions about how such misunderstandings can occur and what safety measures can prevent them in the future. If you have more insight or expertise, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. The passenger plane...
Yo, that's just crazy for me to wrap my head around, bro. Like, I know it's a total accident, and I know, like, I've got my tinfoil hat on right now, but the fact is the military plane, a helicopter, bro. Out of all things to crash into it, the least I would think would be a military helicopter. They're trained for these, like, more than anyone else for the crazy situations.
Or expertise, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. The passenger plane broke into multiple pieces and sank several feet into the river. Meanwhile, the helicopter ended up landing upside down on the water. Regarding the rescue mission, the main challenge is access. The water they're working in is about 8 feet deep, which is roughly 2.5 meters. On top of that...
Yo, he was probably on TikTok. That's why they're trying to ban it. He's probably on TikTok, bro.
The conditions are tough. There's strong wind, chunks of ice floating around, which obstructs rescue workers. We also have audio from air traffic control that has been published online, capturing the moments as the two aircraft approach each other.
Well, Poop, I don't know if I'm just being an idiot, but I feel like in a helicopter, you can, like, kind of skirt it like a car. So, like, if you've seen the plane last minute, you can, like, you know what I mean? It's a helicopter, bro. They don't go that fast. I thought you could, like, just, like, turn it around easy. I'm wrong. Well, I've never flown in a helicopter, so I have no clue. But I thought you could. I thought you could, like, turn a helicopter easy.
In the recording, we can hear a conversation.
Black Hawks are very fast.
It appears to involve the air traffic controller, with P standing for priority air transport.
Yeah, but how's the maneuver on them?
And CRJ referring to the passenger plane. The response seems to come from the helicopter, but something goes terribly wrong. The two aircraft continue to move closer to each other until they crash, and there was no response from the other side. This long-shot video, recorded by the Kennedy Center cam, seems to show two aircraft, a helicopter and a commercial airliner.
Oh, shit. Is this the plane that it's seen? Oh, that is pretty close, to be fair. That's closer, like, here than it looked like on the graphic. Oh, damn, yeah. Damn, yeah.
No response from the other side.
Like, look, when they was colliding, he was probably looking up at this plane. Damn, bro.
Long shot video recorded by the Kennedy Center cam seems to show two aircraft, a helicopter and a commercial airliner colliding, creating a huge flash. If you take a close-up shot, you can clearly see the Black Hawk helicopter traveling at an alarmingly high speed directly towards the plane.
But they're both lit up so much. They're both lit up so much.
A moment of impending danger captured in stark detail. According to reports, the situation unfolded due to apparent confusion on the part of the Black Hawk pilot. He was seemingly unaware of the presence of a second aircraft in the vicinity, which ultimately led to a critical misjudgment. When the flight controller radioed in, asking if the pilot had identified Flight 5342, the pilot confidently confirmed that he had visual contact. However, the plane he was referring to wasn't Flight 5342.
Yo, right, I shouldn't have watched this video, bro, because now that I've learned that pilots go to visual contact, it's really scaring the crap out of me, bro. Because in this situation, I thought there's somebody at aircraft control looking at the monitors 24/7. If any get close, they're like, 231, you're about to crash. 231, you're about to crash. Turn around now. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? The fact nobody's looking at these two going head on head is crazy to me. Now I don't want to go on a plane. They caught him. Yeah, but like they can see that they're getting closer. Like if I called them and I said you got visual, I'm double checking they're not about to crash. If on my screen they look like they're gonna collide. You know what I'm saying, chat? I'm like, are you sure you got visual? Because you're still about to collide, buddy. You sure? You positive?
It was a completely different aircraft flying above his position. This misidentification proved costly. The pilot, certain he was operating safely, continued his course. Tragically, he ended up flying directly into the path of an oncoming aircraft. The sequence of events highlights the immense complexity and risks of aviation, where even small communication errors or lapses in situational awareness can lead to dangerous, life-threatening outcomes. Let's take a look at a different case scenario of a Jeju Air Flight 2216. This South Korean airline was granted permission to land from the south on runway 1 northward.
Wait. There's another example. What's this? Does that mean you're not going to visit the US? I'm literally going on a plane in September. And I think in May as well. So I'm still going on planes, but now I'm just more scared.
South Korean airline was granted permission to land from the south on runway 1 northward. But control tower cautions against bird activity, so the aircraft made a slight deviation in flight path. The pilot declares Mayday after it hit a couple of birds, and it was instructed to make a go-around and land on runway 19 southward.
Oh, shit.
It was at this moment the airplane encountered another problem with the landing gear, which did not open. Finally, the plane had to make a belly landing with what was supposedly a landing gear failure because it hit in the middle of the runway and crashed into the elevated local laser antenna and concrete, erupting into a huge fireball, while the tail section remained intact.
Wait, that was from a bird strike. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Morning 8:57. A TC broadcasts a cautionary advisory about bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. 8:59. The pilot of Flight 7 C2216 reports a bird strike, declares an emergency with repeated. This is what he said: Mayday, Mayday, Mayday calls, and notifies a TC with the message: bird strike, go around. Just 1 minute after the bird strike at 9 o'clock.
Holy shit,
the flight initiates a go-around maneuver and requests authorization to land on runway 19, which requires an approach from the opposite end of the
how often does a bird strike?
Airport's single runway that is from the north to the south, which is not the actual landing procedure. Usually then land from the south to the north. 9:01 in the morning, a TC clears the aircraft to land on runway 19, 9:02 local time. The aircraft touches down on the runway approximately 1,200 meters, which translates to 3,940 feet from the threshold of the 2,800 meter. This is around 9,184-foot runway. 9:02 and 55 seconds later, the Airport Fire Rescue Unit completes the deployment of fire rescue equipment. 9:03 Flight 7 C2216 overshoots the runway and crashes into a hill-like structure beyond the runway's end, which later on we came to know that it hit the localizer antenna and its adjacent concrete embankment.
Holy fuck.
And finally, we have a missile attack plane crash. At 10:43 a.m. Kazakh time, which is Russia's Rostov Air Traffic Control Center, received a signal indicating that the crew had decided to divert the flight to Aktau due to adverse weather conditions in Baku and Makhachkala, a city in Russia's Dagestan region. At 10:53 a.m., the Rostov flight director informed Aktau's flight manager that an oxygen tank in the passenger cabin had exploded. This explosion reportedly caused passengers to lose consciousness, prompting the crew to request immediate medical assistance upon landing. Emergency teams were swiftly mobilized at Aktau Airport in preparation for the aircraft's arrival. At 11:02 a.m., the pilots made contact with Aktau Airport's air traffic control tower.
Wait, Russia shot a
Despite their
missile at
efforts,
it?
the crew faced significant challenges during their descent. They attempted to land twice but were unable to maintain altitude or stabilize the aircraft. Tragically, at 11:28 a.m., contact with the crew was lost, and moments later, the plane crashed to the ground. This means the plane was hit between 10:30 to 10:53 a.m. Kazakh time by the Russian anti-air defense system.
Holy fuck.
In this scenario, the plane is flying at a significantly higher altitude, rendering the cannons ineffective. Consequently, the system opts to deploy a missile as the optimal weapon for engagement. The missile
Wait. So, did Russia have a reason to shoot it down, or did they just see a plane in the sky near them and thought, fuck this, we're shooting it down? To be fair, if I ever got on a plane and it's like the plane path is going by Russia, I ain't getting on that plane.
is launched vertically from its sealed canister. It uses its advanced onboard guidance system to navigate with precision towards the designated target. As the missile approaches, its onboard sensors continue to track the civilian aircraft, which in this case is tragically identified as an Azerbaijani civilian aircraft.
Why?
The missile carries a 25-kilogram high-explosive warhead. Upon reaching the target, the warhead detonates, releasing an intense explosion.
Why would they
The
shoot it
explosion
down?
occurs near the side of the aircraft, causing catastrophic damage to its tail section. The resultant shrapnel penetrates the fuselage.
Wait, are Russia just shooting down anything in the air that's near them? They don't give a fuck. They're just shooting down everything.
Inflicting severe internal structural damage. This devastating impact destabilizes the aircraft.
It was from Azerbaijan. I don't know what Azerbaijan is. Where's Azerbaijan? What are they beefing Russia? Are they like enemies? Bless you, Lou. Yo, instead of saying bless you, tell me what it is. You don't answer me. Are they enemies? It's near Turkey. There's a whole thing going on with the area. They're enemies.
Leading to an uncontrollable descent. The severely damaged plane crashes near Aktau Airport, resulting in a tragic loss of life and a devastating outcome for all those on board. We make original videos from scratch, so please...
Wait, has there just been another plane crash now?